In the beginning, God created man in his own image. He walked with man in the cool of Eden, but sin interrupted that union. So God created the missionary. God said, I need someone willing to say no to the status quo, no to the dream of wealth, leave their families to fly to a distant land, and learn a language they have never heard, ride in cramped buses on backs of camels, someone who would sleep anywhere, eat anything, bear the heat, and fight the freeze with a smile on their face, just to take the gospel to a people not their own. So God created the missionary. God said, because the harvest is plentiful, I need someone ready to sow the seed, to plow the ground, water the seed, and reap the harvest which is ripe. Someone to go and train, to multiply the crops, and to answer the call and pay the price. So God created the missionary. God said, I need someone who is a radical servant of all, taking the lowliest job, washing the feet of the poor, caring for the sick, and cleaning their wounds. I need someone to visit the prisoner, care for the widow and the orphan, to sit in the dust with a child and tell them that they are loved. So God made a missionary. God said he needed someone who would believe that blind eyes could see and lame feet could walk and that the dead could live again. Someone who would pray long hours and intercede through the night with wordless groans of petition so that one soul might be saved. God said, I need someone honest and brave, full of grace, mercy, and compassion, free from fear and passivity, walking in true identity, someone burning with love and girded with truth, someone who radiantly reflects God's glory. So God made a missionary. God said, I need someone who would say yes before they were asked, someone who would go to distant islands, barren deserts, inner cities, closed nations, next-door neighbors, and prestigious universities to reach the unreached. Who would hike any mountain and endure any obstacle? Because how will they believe in him of whom they have never heard? How will they hear unless someone preaches? And how will they preach unless they are sent? So God made the missionary.
Hi guys, how are you? It was really great to see some of you guys at the youth group. What do you call lock-in with Pastor Juno and Alan teachers, and yeah, I'm sure you guys are still hanging out right now. I talked to you guys maybe like 6 hours ago. Okay, I just want to share a little bit because my wife Diana is preaching, and I just want to say something to bless you. So it's been little over 2 months since I came here, and a lot of times I question myself, why am I here? I cry every night because I miss my wife. I'm just too old. Like, I'm gonna be 40 soon. I'm just too old to do this lonely single life without my wife. There's a saying that there's no life without wife, So anyway, it's tough. It's the very thing that I don't like about being here. Also, my students, a lot of them, they chat. They're not very motivated. They don't want to be there. It's just required courses. So it's like pulling teeth. Some students are very enthusiastic. They like me, but not everyone is. So it sometimes really it's hard, and my voice is always gone. And teaching load is big, and sometimes it's hard to prepare all the lectures and stuff like that. So sometimes I have those questions. I have coffee with my students and lunches with my students because I have about 160 students, and I want to get to know them. I want to get to know their names so that when they chat, I can call their names. But, a lot of them ask me this question, Lee, Dr. Lee, why are you here? Why did you come to Indonesia? So, I tell them, you guys are the very reason that I came here. Like my students, my classroom is my mission field. And looking back, my 3 years working at APC as a English pastor, English ministry pastor, and education pastor, and for 6 months interim youth pastor, I think those years really prepare me for my job here, because I learned how to connect with young people. I learned how to teach the Bible to young people in a relevant way, in interesting ways. And then I think my students are really saying that, I really appreciate that, right? So, and also they also tell me that I'm the first lecturer, first professor who asked me any interest to have lunch or coffee with them apart from the classroom, away from classroom. So, I had an awesome professor at Fuller Seminary who spent time with the students in lunches and coffees to encourage them, and I'm just following his example. Anyway, despite all my challenges and difficulties here, I know that this is exactly where God wants me to be at this moment of my life, because God called me as a missionary to young people in Indonesia. So I love you guys. I miss you guys. I'm praying for you guys, and I'm gonna see you when? December 13th on Sunday. Okay, God bless you. Bye.
Hari ini ngapain aja hari ini?
Hari ini kita bakal heran, kita bakal ada Ahok juga yang datang.
1, 2, 3.
Kita